Hello and welcome to Pro Tips with Studio Pros. Today we're going to talk about song seeds. Song seeds, that sounds like some hippie nonsense. Actually, it's very musical. Quite helpful in broadening your starting point in songs. A question I always hate getting is what my order is in writing a song, as if every single time I start with the same thing and end with the same thing. We all write differently and we all have our strengths and our weaknesses. However, something I discovered along the way is that it's best to be able to attack and start a song from any point, not just chord progression or a melody or a lyric. And this is where song seeds comes into play. The idea is that you can find inspiration from any point. It doesn't necessarily have to be the main idea of a song, but it is something that's going to generate enough interest and inspiration to continue writing a song around that. It's going to be very beneficial to your writing to practice writing entire songs starting from different points than you're used to. So what you should try to do is while you're going around your day-to-day life, when you see something of interest or the potential to evolve into something greater, write it down. The way I do it is I have a little notes app in my phone and I write these down, and I literally have hundreds of these ideas, some of which I have used, some of which are unused. You can do it however you'd like. You can write it down on a piece of paper. You can open up a new session and start working on it right away. But the point really is to constantly be taking in these song seeds. So here are some examples of what different song seeds could be. Obviously, it could just be a single word, something like indigo, and then you write a song around the word indigo. It could be a physical place, so like a mountaintop. You could write the song from the perspective of being on top of a mountaintop. Or it could be as abstract as a strong emotion like guilt, or even an interesting situation like when your parents met. You could take in a direction, maybe you're watching cartoons and it's Batman and Robin, and you think, what is it like to be the sidekick? So you write a song about Robin. You could even take a simple metaphor like sharing the last slice of pizza and try to apply that to a more grand scale. Something I've had a lot of success with in the past is taking cliches like the grass is greener on the other side and never actually saying the grass is greener in your song, but using the meaning, the lesson from that as your idea for the song. And then of course, musically, your song seed could be a chord progression you liked, a piece of a melody you liked. And what's nice about both of those is that you could potentially take a chord progression from something you've already heard and use that as the inspiration for a new song. From each one of these, you should be able to then construct the rest of the song around it. It's going to be very healthy for you as a writer, especially if you're ever going to be doing co-writing, to be able to attack a song from any point. Within the course of 7 days, try to write down 10 different song seeds. And remember, that can be anything, a melody, a lyric, it could be a metaphor, but whatever it is, make 10 different song seeds and then pick one and try to start from there. And try to make it something that isn't the normal way you write your songs normally. Try to challenge yourself here. A lot of becoming a great songwriter is being able to bend your skill set to try to be able to write something new. You'd be surprised at how interesting what you come up with can be. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode on song seeds. This has been Pro Tips with Studio Pros. Please check out our services at studiopros.com. We have all kinds of crazy talented musicians who are just waiting to work on your songs. And we'll see you next week. Excited to hear what you guys come up with.